today a mantra from the Vedas. It is in more than one place, so wherever it comes from, it is still valid. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Tameva viditva timrityometi. Tameva viditva timrityometi. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. We'll do this again. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Tameva viditva timretyometi. Tameva viditva timretyometi. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Tameva viditva timretyometi. Tameva viditva timretyometi. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. One more way. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Tameva viditva timretyometi. Tameva viditva timretyometi. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. So this mantra is found in Purusha Sukta, which is found, I believe, in all 4 Vedas. It is also found in some Upanishads, like Shvetashvatara Upanishad. So our Guru translated it, commented on it. We'll read that after. Veda aham, that is the first phrase. Vedaham, Vedaham, it is Veda aham. Veda aham. Aham is I, the pronoun I. Veda is a verb. I know. And that verb means to know, to feel, really to know for yourself. Etam, etam, this. Purusham,
Purusham,
that is the cosmic consciousness, the great spirit. Mahantam,
Mahantam,
literally the great. Great here means greater than this world of ours, this planet, this earth could hold, greater than what the individual could hold. So who is speaking, it is not named. The person is not named. It will have to come from the higher self, the higher awareness. If ego was saying, oh, I know that great spirit, which people call God also, if it was the small I am identified with the ego, it could not be real. So we have to assume it is a person of great experience, meditation is speaking. Can we be that person? So Aditya Varnam, Aditya Varnam. Aditya is the sun in the sky. Varnam is the radiance, the color, the radiance. It is nothing but light when you see. Tamasah parastad, tamasah parastad. Tamas is darkness. Parastad is beyond. It is beyond darkness, which will have interesting meaning and implication. What is that darkness? The sun is beyond darkness. It doesn't care whether we have day or night. That is our story on our planet. Our exact location on the planet creates day and night in cycles. Even this sun, scientists have a figure, an estimate, I forget every time I hear it, in how many billion years from now the sun will also grow dark. Is it beyond darkness? No, only that super physical cosmic light, Purusha, is pure consciousness. So this is how Vedas are talking. Our psyche can create darkness, but our real consciousness is beyond. Tam eva, that one only, or that one indeed. Viditva ati. Viditva ati. Viditva is after realizing, after knowing, after feeling. That only. Ati and eti, the last word, go together. Ati eti, one transcends, one goes beyond. Mrityum, death. How to go beyond death? Only by direct experience through meditation. Na anya, na anya, nanya, nanya. No other, not any other. Na, not, anya, other. Pantha, pantha, path. Pantha is, you would find it is an irregular noun in its forms. It becomes pat also, which is just like the English path. It means path or way. Vidyate, vidyate exists. Ayanaya, ayanaya, for the journey to go from here to that. Ayana means going beyond itself. So ayana is the journey from the finite to the infinite, from death to immortality, from where we are now much of the time to our highest form, which is the highest form of the universe, that Purusha. So consciousness, from here to there, not to go anywhere with your feet or even with your mind. It is beyond. Mantras are very mystical. There's no way I feel I can do justice in any way in English, because that high experience is for everybody. Even before being there, you want to know which way to go, how to get there. So these mantras are helpful for our journey. Vedahamitam purusham mahantam. Vedahamitam purusham mahantam. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad tameva viditvati mrityumeti tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanya pantha vidyate yanaya nanya pantha vidyate yanaya. And together, Vedahamitam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasah Parastad Tameva Viditvati Mrityumeti Nanya Pantha Vidyate Yanaya. It's nice to count how many syllables in each line. Vedaham etam purusham mahantam 11. Aditya varnam tamasah parastad, again 11. It's called a trishtup. Tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Last one is short one. 10. Is it correct? Nanya pantha vidyate yanaya. Okay? It is not obliged to follow our idea of regularity. Vedas are ancient. I like to read from our Guru's translation. This is an enhanced translation from his book on Purusha Sutta. I know this great Brahman, this perfect absolute Purusha, supreme consciousness, which is effulgent, radiating and shining like the sun, and which is beyond the darkness of ignorance. Only by knowing that pure consciousness directly can one overcome death. There is no other path to overcome suffering, problems, disease and death, and to obtain enlightenment and liberation. In the shorter version, in his translation of Shvetashvatar Upanishad, where it is also included in the 3rd chapter, I have realized this great being, the absolute Godhood in the form of I Am, which shines effulgent like the sun beyond all darkness. Only by realizing that can one transcend the cycle of birth and death. There is no other way. Maybe literally one more time. This was pretty literal, but I know, I realize, I feel this great cosmic Purusha consciousness, the great I Am, of the radiance like the sun, radiant like the sun, beyond all darkness. Only after realizing that can one atyeti overcome death. There is no other path for overcoming, as he says, the cycle of birth and death. I want you to note that it doesn't say there is no other path except by this specific way or that specific master or incarnation or Messiah or any name that you may have. It is beyond that. It says for each person they have to experience it by themselves. Our Guru's emphasis throughout all his teachings was like that. So we have to be patient with ourselves. There is no other way. So the more we can meditate and study and serve and do all the yogas, the sooner we will have that happiness, because this is the place of bliss, Aditya Varnam, Tamasah Parastad, never again to come into the darkness of our mind. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.